Hello, Tropicans. It's right. So I don't wear my jacket tonight because it's pretty hot. It's start of summertime, but in Tropico it's always summer.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it's me, El Patricko, together with my best friend. Vlad is here.
Hey, guys.
Awesome. Yes, thanks a lot that you found your way here, although these really hot temperatures, because summer is really kicking in. Magic Lou, hello. You are not in a swimming pool, you're here. That's very nice, very kind of you.
I mean, here is air conditioned, so I'm here.
No, I switch it off.
Well, in my office there was air conditioned.
Okay. So I also had air conditioned today. Otherwise, it's pretty hard to concentrate. Definitely.
Yeah.
And what is your favorite thing if you do not have to work? What would you do on a day like this or time like this?
Hopefully staying somewhere that's not that hot.
Okay.
Eating ice cream and watching a TV show or something like that.
Okay.
I think that would be nice, because when it's so hot you don't want to do anything. So
I visited some swimming pool areas last weekend.
Mhm.
That's my type of spending these hot days. But if you have maybe a man cave or something like that in the cellar, just like I have, for example, then this is the perfect gaming weather.
yes.
It's the perfect gaming weather. Yeah, especially today. It's Tropico time, and there is something special. And of course, very important today is the release of Railway Empire 2 for the Nintendo Switch. I have it at home, and also with our stream started the German sale on Steam, and that is the reason why we came up with one of the coolest, the hottest games, Tropico 6, because you can get Tropico 6 for 60% off during that German sale. This is the base game. There's the El Prez edition, Tropico bundle. There is everything there. Just get into just open up Steam and type in Tropico 6. But it's not only Tropico 6. We also have Dungeons 3 with all DLCs, Railway Empire 1 with all DLCs. Yes, definitely all DLCs. Tropico 6, as I mentioned, so there is a lot of content for the hot days. The German sale and these of Railway Empire 2 for the Nintendo Switch. That's a lot.
Yes.
I think. Yes.
Something for everyone.
And yes, and for sure, these German sales are usually for people that you have it on your wish list, but you're not sure. You wait a little bit, and then bam, there is this date. For example, this German sale, and you can finally get into this game. And here we can show you what you will expect, what you can do here. Yes, I switch over to our gaming mode, and Vlad, you gonna start with some stuff new?
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought today we would check out the sandbox a little bit and just have fun and look what we can all get in the game. What we can expect, what we can see, all the buildings, for example, that came with the updates and patches. Also, maybe a little bit of German stuff, as it is a German sale. So, yeah.
Yes, and that sandbox, that's pretty cool. You can add everything as you like, as cozy as you wish, as challenging as you wish. And I think because of these hot temperatures, we try to make it a little bit cozier.
Also, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff that you can select already here. There are a lot of maps. So there are like the standard sandbox maps and also the campaign missions that you can play, and a whole lot of new maps or different maps that came through updates. Also, we have the creative mode, but I would like to just play normal. So, but you can see here also a bunch of options you can choose from. Yeah, also with a little warning, because it's not the way it used to be. This is all new, so everything can happen. Okay.
Oh, it's very hot there and rainy. Okay, if there was a pool, no chance for that. Okay, I can understand that. It was raining here as well a couple of minutes ago. Thunderstorms. And it's... The Alchemist, what's up? What's up? Nice to see you. What are you doing these hot days now? Oh, magically you can write in German. That's no problem. I'm translating it. It's no problem.
What a service.
Yes, sure. There shouldn't be a handicap. Because there are a lot of German people for sure. We are
yeah.
And sometimes they're asking, oh, is there a German stream? Because we did that in the past, and but of course gaming is an international thing, and so we're trying to reach as many people as possible, and so for that English is the most spoken language. So that definitely makes sense. I'm sweating a lot and beating up people in... Oh, okay. Sounds good. Got a lot of nice reviews, I've heard. A nice beat 'em up. Or is that beat 'em up? Is that... It's one-on-one.
Yeah, let's just call it a fighting game.
A fighting game, yeah.
Then we are correct.
Yeah. So there are so many genres out there, and constantly they're developing new genres.
I mean, subgenres are popping up like every week, so...
Yeah. So back in my school days, there was jump and run, shooter.
In English,
fighting.
you call it platformer, actually. Jump and run.
Ah, okay. Yes, that's right. But that's very confusing because jump and run is English. But yes, platformer.
Yeah,
you're definitely right. Every time I'm reading yeah, for sure.
It's like Disney used to translate English movie titles into other English titles.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah.
Hope you guys are good too. Yes, it's okay. Random guy, hello, hello, hello. Nice to see you here.
Presidente, have you seen the program? Read these encoded instructions.
Now that the war is over, Presidente, we finally have a chance to demonstrate...
Definitely, guys, check out the German sale. I repeat that. We have Tropico 6 with all DLCs, and I told you it's 60% off. A lot of stuff in there. There's also a huge sale on Railway Empire 1 with all DLCs and Dungeons 3 all DLCs, and it's the release of Railway Empire 2 on the Nintendo Switch. Yes. Back.
Everyone has friends, right, Prez? And it's... Your genius is undeniable, Presidente.
Do you need the game sound a little louder? Or is it,
No, it's fine.
it's fine.
I already know all the sounds, I think. So.
That's good. So let's check all other platforms here. Yeah, you also haven't played the Tropico 6 for it's quite a while ago since you
Yes.
played Tropico 6 because we had a lot of other projects like Railway Empire 2, for example. We had the release in it's almost a month ago.
Yeah, so if I'm a bit quiet at the moment, it's just because I'm looking for all the new buildings and look what I can do with them.
Oh,
So-
the capture.
Yeah, I just wanted to build it, but then someone wanted something from me. But yeah, it's a new residential building, and I think the pro here is it's relatively small and it fits a lot of people in it.
And you can stack it later.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly. And it also looks kind of interesting.
Yeah, but
would say.
it's inspired by a true building.
Yeah. I think in Japan they have these, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you choose to live in one of those, or do you need
No.
your space?
Not that. I already knew my answer before you finished the sentence. So, I need at least a little bit of room for myself, and
Okay.
it's I don't know. I would feel like a guinea pig or something when I'm in something like that. So no.
Oh, Magically Lou, you find Railway Empire 2 quite interesting? Yeah, Tropico, you like that? Oh, that's very nice. Thanks for that comment. Yes, Railway Empire 2 is pretty cool. The Alchemist, any chance for a Disciple stream again? You miss my voice acting. Yeah, I hope so. Maybe when we will have a huge sale for this one to promote it, and then definitely we can continue with. We stopped my playthrough, I think at episode 6 or so. And I still have that save game, so I can bring in my Xbox Series, and we can continue that one. I played that in brutal mode, but I had to switch to hard because when I started it streaming, there was no brutal mode inside, and I missed some quests which were really needed to buff up your character. And then I played the brutal mode, and the brutal mode is really good. It's a lot of
I
fun.
thought you would say the brutal mode is brutal.
The brutal mode is very brutal, yes, but I was not strong enough, and I had no chance to get stronger that fast, so I switched back to hard, I think. Yes, Disciples. Question, is Tortuga coming to Steam sometime in the future, or is it forever exclusive to Epic? No, it's not forever exclusive. Stay a little bit patient. Nothing is forever.
Well, except the game itself. So.
Except the game, yeah. So I also played a lot of Tortuga at the beginning of the year.
So, did you like it?
Definitely. Yeah, it is a game. Sometimes I'm searching for games that are the best thing for after work. You know, and Tortuga was that thing. You have your vessels, you have your captains, you're trying out to discover the Caribbean, you unlock or open up the map and where the city is, then trying to find the pirate hideouts, doing some quests, and that was really nice. Trade a little bit, and for me, I really enjoy the turn-based battles in there, and all the tactics, the captain's abilities you can learn and can use for your next naval battle, or there are some abilities that will gain you more experience points, I think. For me, it was really rewarding, and it had the right stress factor for an after-work game.
Yeah, I mean, you can play it at your own pace, so that's always nice.
Yeah.
Especially in a game like that.
It would be a little bit better if I had a Steam Deck to play it on the couch. But yeah, I really like that, having a handheld device, and
You could also go on a cruise ship and then play it on a ship.
that is that is not so good for our Earth.
A cruise ship?
A cruise ship.
Yeah, but I mean only because you're on a ship and you're playing a ship game. That would be
That would be
fun,
very
but
ironic also.
especially if your wife is then saying something like, "Oh, look, the ship there, it looks great, like a pirate ship," and you're like, "Nah."
Nah.
So also I just built a secure mansion.
Oh.
So that's also something I didn't see before. And it looks really secure. I think there's a bunker or something.
Mm-hmm. And it's a swimming pool, is it a swimming pool?
Yes,
Definitely.
of course. It's tropical.
Coronel Pimienta. As a Colombian, I love Tropico, and it's a fun satire of my brother country's history. My brother-in-law used to live in Colombia. He worked there as a doctor. It's a Tuga. It's the little sister of Port Royal. Yes. Magic Lou says that at the beginning we are making our games looking easy, but then they're kicking in. Okay. Yes, but positive. Okay, yeah, I understand that. Yeah.
Well, there has to be a challenge, so...
Yeah, definitely. But for me, for example, Railway Empire 2 had a very good entry. Because they took some experience from the... Definitely, always do that. Taking some experience from the predecessor. And
Oh, you have a nice costume for your El Prez.
Piñata, that wasn't me.
Sure. But yeah, here we also have a lot of fun stuff. So, a couple of them are, of course, or most of them are DLC.
Mhm.
Oh, Troponaut. It's nice.
Yes, from the new Frontiers.
Let's take that. Oh, also a helmet.
So.
But still the cigar, so...
That's a good idea for
That's
really
style,
strong. It should become a little hazy now.
Yeah. Maybe if we wait a while then.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, with that games, I had that same thing with Immortal Realms. that has a really nice. Yeah, it's getting quite tough at some points, and there are missions that are really rewarding and not so hard. I still have to finish the very last mission of Immortal Realms. It's still on my list. Only had one dictator, and he was actually a good dictator, unlike the other. I'd say Marcos Perez Jimenez of Venezuela. Be like an inspiration of Presidente spending. Feeling okay, very interesting. I'm not so into the history of Colombia.
Tropico. Some call it the Valley of the Shadow of Despair.
Yes, saving is always very.
Valley of the Shadow of my home.
Which map in Immortal Realms is that? So this was Immortal Realms was, I think, only the second or third game of that type I've played in my life, and I made it to the very last mission. So I'm pretty sure you can make it as well. It's a little bit of a trying out a few things, but I found it really really rewarding. It was always that Constantine said to me, "So I can help you. I can help you with the missions." I said, no, I want to do it by myself. I don't want to cheat. The Constantine cheat code for Immortal Realms. Oh yes, you have a certain amount of rounds you have to play. Yes, I think there are 2 or 3 or so of them. So maybe it is the map where you have to go with one group, and later there's backup coming. If this is the map, I tried to build my my villages to gain more blood and so on, and that took a lot of time, and it was not that necessary. I think later on I rushed through, and then I got my backup, and I sent them beforehand to thin out some armies, and then it was manageable, if that is the map. By the way, other than, of course, Tropico, favorite strategy game. Ooh. Strategy. I played a lot of the good old SimCity on Super Nintendo. That is really nice. By the way, I think Tropico 6, and okay, that sounds like, yes, he's doing a Calypso stream, he's working for Calypso, but I must say Tropico 6 is a pretty strong title, definitely, and that amount of content you're getting these days, and especially German stream, 60% off of a lot of stuff here. Tropico 6, you're getting a lot of content. The humor is great, quite funny campaign. The ideas are great, and how some maps and stories are twisting, and yeah, I think that's pretty.
And a lot of variety.
Yeah.
And also, as I said, through all the patches and updates, even those that are for free, always someone talking to you in this game. For example, here with the raids, you can also steal some landmarks. So we have here a couple. I'm looking for the Brandenburg Gate, of course, at the moment.
For sure, it's a German sale.
Yeah, but also like the Great Wall, that one is new. I think they added one for every era that you can be in. So I think Christo was also new. The Moonlander. This one might be one from the DLC.
Yes, from.
Maybe this one was new then.
Well, at the moment, I'm not pretty sure if the Moonlander was a free part, but dedicated to that. But as I remember, that was free.
But the Eternal Flame also.
Oh, and Neuschwanstein Castle.
Oh yes.
Have you ever visited Neuschwanstein Castle?
Unfortunately not, but I've seen a lot of pictures.
Oh, great. I was there, but not inside, because there were so many people standing in front of there. That it was amazing, and I saw a lot of people. I guess they were from Japan. They were very excited to see that.
But I think I completed one of these 1,000 pieces puzzles with
Yeah.
Neuschwanstein. It was actually a bit of hard because it was like a big picture and a lot of forest around it, so there was a lot of green that I had to put together. That's
There are no really anchor points you have when you
yes,
have.
I mean it's just like okay, there is green and there is green and there is green and there is green.
No chance.
But also like all the rest is almost green, and only in the center you have the castle itself.
Yeah, and it's basically white.
Yeah.
The Moonlander is DLC. Oh, okay. Thanks a lot. Not sure there was something related to that was free.
I think the costume and the helmet.
Maybe. Yes, but Neuschwanstein, it's really beautiful. And there is another one, maybe vice versa. It's called Hohenschwangau. And that was, we were in that castle. That was much easier. And it was also worth the travel, definitely. I'm a huge fan of that stuff. 2 years ago I did a Rhine River castle road trip with my daughters. 5 days. That was awesome. There is a castle in almost every town, village or so. And I think we visited 6 of them that 5 days, plus 2 churches. And
have you visited castles only in Germany then, or also abroad?
no, only in Germany. So okay, there were some fortresses in Italy, so, but I can't remember now where they were. It's too long ago. No, but I pretty much like that. All that stuff. And I've heard.
Yeah, nice.
Ich bin ein Berliner. And I've heard that other developer and a game developer visited Germany to get their inspiration for some dark fantasy
sure, yeah.
castles and that. I did the same last year with a buddy. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. And we had 2 hotels, so we spent 2 nights in one, and then we head over north to the next hotel, and all had a lot of fun. My 2 daughters and me. That was great. And at one castle, there was a souvenir shop or so, but they had pretty cool stuff in there. So we bought wooden swords and a bow, and then we went to what is the castle's name? They have the names of those castles are pretty much equal. I forgot the name now, but we went there and we had a fight, and that was cool. Have you guys been to Buckingham Palace? I went recently for the first coronation I ever saw. Yes, I stood in front of the Buckingham palace. It's I can remember 7 years ago I won a stills picture contest. And that was 5 days trip to London in a 4 stars hotel
That's nice.
at the Thames River. The next bridge from there was the Tower Bridge, so it was really nice place. And we also had an agent mission in Cambridge that was also part of that. So we traveled to Cambridge by train, then they fetched us up via taxi, and then we had an here it is, the Brandenburg Gate. It's
it's nice. You also have a monument of Prez. So.
yes, that's really good. That will make him proud, our holy president. It's a long time ago. I was in Berlin. Pretty sure
Did
that
something happen?
no, and I was thinking about it. So it's a very long time ago. So I lived in Berlin. And I think a lot of things changed. So if I would go back to there,
Yeah, probably.
and the same is I lived in Munich for 9 years
Oh, okay.
around, and where I lived, it was in the very east of Munich. And when I moved there was a lot of fields. And then when I left Munich, everything, apartment buildings and playgrounds and everything. So a lot of things changed there. What did you win? Yes, there was that trip to London. That agent mission, yes. Did you know the London Bridge fell down times because of how many people lived on top of it? Okay, no. All hail Presidente. No, never heard that. Do you have a favorite vacation destination, or the same one day maybe?
Well, I would like to visit the Czech Republic.
Okay.
Actually, I would like to see a couple of castles there as well. So
Damn.
yes, there's also one quite interesting one because it has a legend. There's a legend about it that there is basically like a hole that is the gateway to hell or something like that.
What? Okay.
Yes. And supposedly demons used to come out at night. They also had basically like a test or something like that. They sometimes gave prisoners the chance to go down and look what's there, so they can tell what's really happening there. And the legend was like they let someone down there, and when he came up, he had like gray hair because of all the scary things he saw. And,
there is a quite similar thing at a place where a good friend of mine comes from. If I could only remember that. It's a long time ago he told me that story, and there is also something like a old castle, fortress, something like that. And to that village where he lived, there is an urban legend that there is a tunnel from there to this castle ruin or so. And there is this urban legend that once people found it and they got mad and they passed it. Yes, and that reminds me of that.
Yeah, I'm sure there are a lot of legends like that or urban myths. But yeah, that one, it's a little bit more famous, I think, than most others. It's doesn't look like much when you look at the castle itself, because it's really just like a block on a hill, and they built like a monastery above it or something like that, so to keep the demons from escaping.
Aluminum would be a nice aluminum bubble around that. Giovanni Morezzo, hello. Got pushed down a mountain last week. It only goes downhill from here. Okay. I would love to go to Denmark. Never been there before. My wife was there. Never been. I think the most Tropican vacation I had was at Ibiza. It was, but I traveled there at the end of September, because during the summer it's too heavy temperatures for us.
Yeah.
And when we came there, everything was dried down. So everything was brown. It was beautiful. Everything was fine, but you could really got a feeling for what summer is like in on Ibiza.
Oh, there's also a capsule hotel.
Right?
So.
Yes. A capsule hotel. I would stay in something like that. Not for a whole family vacation, but maybe, for example, I'm a huge NBA basketball fan. So maybe I have the chance to travel to the United States and watch a game. And yes, spending some good time here in the city and so on. And for that, I only need a place to rest and not a huge hotel room. For that,
Yeah, I mean, for a short trip, I think that's fine.
yeah.
Also looks interesting.
What do you think about tiny houses or tiny apartments? Is that something where you say, okay, then here it starts getting more interesting, or are you really like, you want to grow, you want to be like a goldfish and
Yes.
yes, okay.
You could put me in like a big giant room and just
Okay, I understand. So for me personally, I don't need that much of space. I'm always watching videos about tiny apartments and tiny houses on the internet.
and then dreaming, oh, it would be so nice to be in a
Yeah.
tiny room. Yeah.
No, they are not that. It is not that narrow
But
thing.
don't you have also like stuff that you are keeping in your house? Like you also have like every gaming console. I think that exists.
Oh, okay. The
that
gaming
needs-
consoles are
that
not
needs
that.
room.
They would not steal that much of space, I think. The question is, what things do you really need? And my best friend, actually, he is checking out few things in his house where he says, okay, do I really need that? Is that important for me? But I think that is a bigger discussion, but I would not. It wouldn't be a problem for me to live in something like that. A friend of mine, she's around 30 or 31 or so, and she has a place, a fixed place at a camping location, and she has her camping wagon with a fixed, solid, installed living room, kitchen thing in front of that, and garden and so on. And when summer starts, she moves to this place. She has an apartment, but when summer starts, she moves to that place and she stays there the whole summer. And we visited her for a barbecue there, and it was really nice. But okay, at these temperatures, it's getting pretty hot in there. So just visiting and then go.
You deserve, all of you.
That's okay, but
Tropico.
they need a swimming pool at this place. I've been in a capsule hotel in Korea. It's not too bad. Like you just stay in a tiny area, sleep for a night, and enjoy the day. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Capsule hotels are cheap. It is a dear for one-day trip. Yes, that's also it's definitely nothing for a family vacation, but for just a trip for 1 or 2 nights. Rolf was in something like a capsule hotel as well. He visited the Phantasialand.
Mhm.
And I know that because we talked about that, because I visited the Phantasialand a couple of, I think 2 months ago or so with my daughter. And there is an area dedicated hotel, and this is this Charles Lindbergh hotel, and it's also not that big. I think you can book for 2 persons. But he was there with friends and not family. Okay, that was your favorite place?
That would be one that I would
Okay.
like to visit. There's also another castle in Croatia.
Mhm.
That one belonged to like a mercenary war leader, so
Tropico intend to. It is true. The wind is stronger than usual. And
he needed good protection. So what he did, he built his castle in like a cliff wall, and there was only like a secret passage to get in.
Yeah.
So people tried to attack him and defeat him, but they couldn't get through the defense until one day they found the secret passage. And they actually got to him and they killed him while he was sitting on the toilet.
Oh, come
So,
on.
I would like to see the castle because it's built inside like a cliff wall and has secret passages. That sounds quite interesting.
Definitely. Encourage you to explore the area, not just staying in a room. Yes. That's why I like them, because they push you out of the room for sure.
That's
But
actually
okay.
a good idea. Yeah,
But
good thing.
okay, a 5-star room. I was there in a 4 and 5-star. I was one time in a 5-star room, and that was like I came into that room and I felt like a princess.
Isn't that great?
That was so great. And music came out of somewhere, and there was like, it's now the soundtrack, you know, and I felt like I could dress up like Julia Roberts or so now.
Where there may be birds that were singing. And
Yes. Well, that was pretty cool. But I must say I was there to work because I shot a movie for that hotel, and
okay.
I could stay a night
that
there.
sounds cool.
Yeah. Well, okay, if you have to shoot the movie the whole day and all the people are in the swimming pool and having fun, and you have to carry around the camera and set up all that stuff.
So was it a couple of days or only like one day?
It was
and you work all day basically.
Two days.
Hmm.
There for 2 days.
And you
yeah.
worked the whole day then probably.
Yeah. Sure. Yes, but we got something to eat there and we could sleep there because there was this hotel. I think 10 or 15 years ago, there was only, it is in Germany, but there was only the chance to reach it via Austria. So you had to do, I don't know, there was no passage to this hotel, but they built one, I think 10 or 15 years ago, also that you can reach it from the German side. I once went to the US, some hotel in Orlando, to Universal. Oh, it's like model of Italy. It was so odd to be in Italy with everyone speaking English and with rap music in the speakers. That sounds good. It was like the size of a small town. Oh, awesome. I once had a very strange situation. I worked for a very huge TV show that was set in the Allianz Arena in Munich. And it was June or July. So it was summer and it was warm. And we were in that stadium, and it's like a cauldron. So you can only see the sky. But at this day, it was warm, but very cloudy. And the point is that they booked a company from Scotland, and they transformed the inner area of the Allianz Arena into a snowfield with trees and a cabin and all that stuff. And it looked amazing. And they told me, yes, they are doing a lot of stuff like that for movies. So when they're shooting winter stuff in spring or so, they're calling this company, and they're coming and make it winter.
In the arena every time.
No, it was just for that TV event. So they called them and they came.
In general, they make something.
In general, they make something like that. Yes. It was not a movie I worked for. It was a huge TV show with a lot of sportsmen and pop stars and all that stuff. But okay, now the point is, it was warm, but it was cloudy, and you walked around in that fake snow. And I was walking around with a female host, and she had open shoes. And I looked down and I said, "Oh, there was that kicked off because that open shoes, but snow, and you know how that can hurt." But that really kicked. So if there were blue sky and sun, then okay. But right this day, it was quite cloudy and it was really strange. Make Tropico great again. Yes, we will, definitely. Tropico. Vlad and me get at least Vlad.
I'll try.
I put my trust in his hands. These slick references Tropico makes, yes, definitely. Wembley Stadium in England is insane. 1 week it's England versus France, then a music concert, and then an NFL game. Yes, that's it's really strange with some special stadiums, especially in the United States, where you have ice hockey teams playing in the same stadium as the basketball team.
Really?
Yes. That's, I think the Philadelphia Flyers sharing the same arena as the Philadelphia 76ers, the New York Knicks with the New York Rangers. There are more examples for that. There you can see some time lapses on YouTube where they're transforming from ice hockey to basketball and back. It's really awesome. So okay, yes, but I was, because of this game and this music, I was so, and the temperatures out there, I was so into vacation. What are we doing at the moment?
We are building a lot of stuff. I had almost money problems, so I needed to fix that. We have a lot of tourist stuff here. By the Brandenburg Gate, because that makes sense. All the landmarks
and the shacks
improve. That's just Tropico. Hey, who knows? Maybe it looks like that also in the next to the real Brandenburg Gate. Yeah, but we are building a lot of stuff. I also looked at some of the new stuff. We have where was it? Here a lot, but I think this is also some DLC stuff.
Yeah.
From
New Frontiers.
Yes.
Yes, and we had some New Frontiers stream here on Calypso Live. You can check that out on YouTube, Calypso Live. Maybe leave a subscription there. It doesn't cost anything. And for sure we dropped a news video about the release for Railway Empire 2 on the Nintendo Switch. And if you like Calypso games, it's not that bad idea to subscribe to this channel, and you will get the news first if you hit the notification bell as well. A little commercial for us. Okay, then. Search of transitions. So I live in Kali, and we have these malls. On the bottom is like a market for US people. Then as you go up, there's like Starbucks and 5 to 4-star restaurants. Have this stuff. It's crazy. Oh, you've subbed. Oh, that's nice. Thanks a lot, Giovanni. Thanks a lot, Coronel. Oh, that's nice. Thanks for that, and it's great having you here. It's temperatures, but I guess in you guys, Giovanni, where are you from? But that name sounds that the percentage is very high that you're coming from a very hot place as well. Obviously seem like lovely fellas, thanks a lot. So what's next on Calypso release schedule? That's so hard. This question is always coming. Chemist. Yes, you're trying to push it out. Oh, I don't know. Do not have the schedule here. But for sure we know more. Guys do.
Well, for now we can say Railway Empire 2 for the Switch
Yes, today.
Get out and get it or order it online. So
Yeah. It's available via the Nintendo eShop. I'm playing so much Nintendo Switch this year. Since I got the OLED version.
is it a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not sure.
No, for me it's awesome because I mentioned I like playing handheld, and the next point is our games. You're now playing on PC with mouse and keyboard for sure, but have some really nice controls via a gamepad, or for example with Nintendo Switch the Joy-Cons and so on, because we have this construction wheel, and from there on only need maybe half an hour until everything is in your muscle memory, and then you can just it's really convenient, definitely. And I saw some games that I will not say stole that controls, but they stole it from us. No, that's really good. And so it's also quite nice to play Railway Empire or Tropico 6, for example, on the Nintendo Switch.
By the way, we are also now in modern times, so I can steal even more landmarks. And I think we all know what's coming next, so...
A castle.
Yes.
Yes, we're gonna steal a castle.
And now that I see it, it's almost like the puzzle I had with all the green
Yeah,
here, so I
definitely
can just place it somewhere here.
You should place it somewhere there, take a screenshot, print it out, make a puzzle out of it. You can send it there. There are some.
We could sell it as merchandise. So.
Definitely, we can do that. Send it to You can do that. The internet, there are a lot of...
You send it to the internet.
You can send it
Make it
straight to the internet. Can I send it straight from the game to the internet to someone that...
I will write the idea down, put it onto a letter, and then send it to the
Please do that. And then you can print out your very own puzzle. That's so good. I think Italian, but I'm British. Yeah, okay, that's obviously not. I think I'm Italian, but I'm British. Giovanni is just a random character. Okay. With all that nicknames. Totally. Stay.
I'm also building something against the heat. Also on Tropico, so we have an aqua park now. So that's nice.
I wished. Oh, I could slide there. Oh.
Should get one for here. For the company.
You mentioned those jigsaw puzzles. I'm a huge fan of. I really enjoy jigsaw puzzles, and I got one for Christmas, and it's a special one. It has a gimmick. It is like such a crime solving thing. I don't have a clue how that works, but I got a. I think I got a little taste of that because my daughter got a jigsaw puzzle from the Drei Fragezeichen. And there was you had to finish that puzzle, and there was a story behind that, and then you had to check out the puzzle for evidences and all that stuff.
That sounds cool.
That was really good, and you had to find two criminals, and we found one. The other we had to check the book. Who was there because I thought this was that woman, but it was another guy. I can't remember, but that was really funny. First solving that puzzle, and then it was like those Wimmelbilder.
Yeah.
A lot of things going on.
Also a really nice palace.
Yeah, the golden
Well
one.
done.
That's my favorite one.
So the palace you can find every time, so and it's so shiny.
Oh
That's
yes. Golden cannon.
What does it shoot? Money or?
I can see it. What is that?
Maybe regular grenades.
Speedballs. Sure. What do we have here? We have a llama.
I think it's Hector.
It's Hector, yes. We also have a Hector in real life.
Right,
Adopted somehow. Now we are the godfather now of that alpaca, which belongs to the same family. And there's also on Calypso Live, there's a video where I visited the zoo here in Worms, and there you can see our alpaca. That was very nice, and that video is also very cool. I wish I was at the pool, but I'm at work. Ah, okay. Yes, we are at work as well. Have you ever talked to the voice actor of El Presidente? No, not our producer. Did that. I think I never talked to him.
The citizens are demanding elect.
I saw this thing online. You get interview recordings, evidence from a fake crime investigation, and you need to figure out what happened. It's like an escape room, but just at home. Yes, but it is a jigsaw puzzle. But I have to check that out. So it's lying around, but
Scientist, but my friends, my
very interesting thing.
welcome to it.
Why is he wearing this hoodie?
Because he is the hacker man now.
Oh,
I mean, isn't Mr. Robot also always wearing a hoodie?
very often. Yes.
Have you watched it, or
Yes, but did not finish it.
didn't you like it, or?
I liked it, yes.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. Didn't finish it. It was just there was something more interesting going on. But it is a really nice shot, and Rami Malek is doing a job. Should continue it. Do you finish it?
I haven't watched a single episode. I just wanted to ask. It's on Prime, right? Or okay, I don't ask.
It's a long time. It's a long time ago. I started that series. Oh, I have to put that head away. It's that head away. What is love?
I think the Tropican heat is getting to us.
Bauen Sie ungefähr 30 Kreuzfahrtschiffe. Why? Ah, Tolix! Awesome. Abend. Oh, you can speak German.
Our money's at work, Prez. I option.
Now everyone is you guys are from a different. Some of them are from a different continent, and now we're talking German in the chat. So we definitely should start a German stream again. You're learning languages for fun, yes. Like my brother-in-law can speak so many languages. How many languages speak?
That's confidential.
Okay.
No, it's English, German, some Russian. I had French in school, only like beginner course, and it's not that good anymore.
Okay. I'm focusing on Danish. Okay. For conversation, yeah. Japanese, Korean, English, and German. So if a friend of mine is a little bit too much, but a guy I really like, and we have some nice conversations, but he lives in Japan, and he does speak Japanese very, very good as well. He's been there for, I think, 5 years or so. What would the language of Tropico be? The there?
Spanish, I would say.
Yes.
I think you're not happy with the answer.
No, I'm trying to build a bridge maybe to Portuguese. Because I like that story. Why I think 99% or so in Brazil speak Portuguese and not Spanish like others. Know that?
What do you mean with story about it?
There must be. It's really strange. You have South America and a lot of countries they're speaking Spanish, but Brazil has Portuguese as its main language. But that's for sure for a special reason. You know that reason?
Because the Portuguese were there.
For sure, yes. That's it. Point exclamation mark.
No, I don't.
History lesson is done.
I think you want to get to some points.
No, I thought you know that before I tell you that story and you say, oh, come on, stop talking, I know that.
Just tell the story, please.
Yes, the point is the Spanish people always came to other places and with weapons, and they wanted to get this with...
Yeah, conquistadors.
That's right. And they also tried to conquer Brazil, but that didn't work out. And the Portuguese guys came on and they didn't show any aggressions. They were at the beach, they put out their desks and their mirrors and their... What is that? Come to
Calm?
check somewhat. They had some things the Brazilian people never saw, like a mirror or something like that, and they didn't know that this existed or that they need that. Yeah, it's like someone gave you a smartphone. And you were, until that day, you were very happy. But now you have a smartphone and so, oh my god, that's great. And he says, learn my language and then you can keep it. Something like that. And they gave them all that luxury goods. They shared it with them. They said, come on over. We have some fish there. Have a nice time. Hey, have you seen that? This is a knife. You can do this and that. This is a hammer. And there you can fix your cabin or stuff like that. And they showed that and they gave it to them. And then it became something like a friendship. They took that over, but in a peaceful way. And surprisingly, the Brazilians did like that more than getting attacked by Spanish people. That is the... And I really like that story. A comp. Yes, you were right. Spanish or Portuguese, maybe French if it was. Okay. Oh no. It's... Coronel, you're confusing me. The whole time you're writing in English and now he's writing in German. Really good. I'm very impressed. At the moment, he learns Maya. I didn't know that you can learn that today.
For sure. It's just hard to find someone to talk.
Yeah, that's the point. And the father of a former colleague of mine, he spoke a language that I thought it was dead. Sure. Spanish. Maya. Oh, hola. Bonjour. God. I can say 8, but only at 5. It's impressing me. What do you think? Which would be the best language for Tropico? Maybe creating language. So what is that now?
Unfortunately, I need some components for the raid. So I need oil and electronic parts.
Oh, okay.
So I guess Penultimo can hack better.
Mhm.
So this will take a bit because I didn't set it up yet. But I think we can. Just need to find some gold, I think. Oh, and plastics.
Yeah, for plastics you need oil, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, here's gold. There's a lot of resources in that corner.
Yeah, but it's a bit further away.
Yeah.
I will just set it up now. Maybe I will modernize it soon, so it will go quicker, but yeah, I don't think it will take too long.
Java? In Star Wars Java?
The election is a landslide, Presidente. The Presidente, I know you always keep your promises, but the citizens
And the Tropicans want more fun, so let's give them some.
There were so many opportunities. I like this the stadium, of course, because of that.
Yeah, I
sports thing.
already have
the
one.
arcade. Arcade is really cool. That was in
Over
Germany.
here I have my stadium,
yeah,
so
yeah,
they can play basketball and ice hockey there. So it's fine.
So arcades, that was so awesome when we were on vacation in Spain when I was a kid. There were these arcade stores. Could spend the whole day in it. Germany, it was not allowed, but I can understand that. But as a gamer, it was really like heaven. So you had these cockpits to drive Formula 1 games, or
Oh, that's nice.
or there was a game, Afterburner, was that, where you flew this F-14 jet, I think, and there was a cockpit as well with hydraulics, and you really move left and right and back and forth, and that was really impressive at that time, and that was in the beginning of the 90s or end of the 80s or so.
I mean, there were also a couple of like something similar at like a car museum where you could sit in like I don't remember if they had like a real car and then a monitor or something. I think it was more like a machine, but you could drive there basically. So it was also...
Yeah, there's the Hockenheimring, and there is a small museum, and I don't know, the museum is still there, but I don't know if that gimmick is still there. There was a Formula 1 car, I think a 70s Formula 1 car, and you could take place in that one, and there was a big wall in front of you, and then you had the Hockenheimring displayed there, and it didn't look like a video game, it looked really realistic, and that was also very impressive and a lot of fun. Javanese is a language in the Pacific. I only know like 6 words in Javanese. Iki, Mbung, Sing, Aku, Nyati. I tried virtual reality before. I think you'd really enjoy or be motion sick. Yes, what is your opinion about virtual reality? Did you try that out?
Yes, I bought like a VR headset for PS4, and now a lot of the games are like very cheap to get. So I tried a couple of them. I mean, yeah, it's a gimmick, but it's when it's done right, it's like really cool. So I quite like it. Also, most games are quite short on it. Like VR games are quite short in general. Yeah, I mean, there are a couple of really cool games. Recently I played Sirento VR, where you play like a ninja in the future in Japan, and you have like 2 swords and a machine gun and a pistol if you like, or you can switch it to a machine gun and stuff like that. And it controls surprisingly well. It's just pretty short.
Okay.
So the campaign you can finish in, I think, 2 or 3 hours. You also have challenges after that, but unfortunately it's just the same over and over, that you just kill enemies or defeat waves of enemies. But the idea and the gameplay was quite cool, so yeah.
I could imagine that strategy games like this, or maybe Railway Empire 2, could be very interesting in virtual reality, because they're very detailed. You can zoom in and then you can take a seat at the station or so, or watch people passing by and
Yeah, but I think the camera movement would be too much to make it feel good, basically, because here I'm now moving around, I'm going like top and in the sky.
but you have to switch the way you're playing. You have to play them more cinematic with slower movements. Yeah, for sure, it could destroy the competitive part a bit, where you have those more stressy missions where you have to be quick, for sure.
Or if the guerrillas are attacking.
Yeah. But maybe it's be okay. Do you prefer that you are the character and you see that
When
the
playing VR games?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Because I mean, the thing about VR games is they are quite immersive. So if you don't have that, it feels a bit like, what's the point?
you are a god?
Well, you can also feel like God when you are a person a bit, I would say.
Ah, okay.
I mean, there's like, do you know Moss, the game with the mouse?
Yeah. Yeah, you
there-
can see the mouse
Yeah,
walking around.
there you
yeah.
are, like, you're looking into a what do you call it? Like a model of
Mhm,
something,
yes, yeah.
and there is the mouse, and you have to lead the mouse to the
Mhm.
exit of that scene, basically. You're still interacting and all that, so that's something, but I think, and also it's a great game, of course, but when I play a VR game, I want to be right in the middle of the game, so I would prefer something like
What I don't like about those games is you do not have arms. Just most of the times you only
yeah.
see the hands, and that gets me out of that immersion.
But it's weird, I think, when you see your arms, because those are not your arms. As stupid as it sounds, but
those are not my
really-
hands as well.
Yeah, but then you are like, oh, okay, I'm in a game. It's like, okay, but when you see the arms, it's like, well, what is going on?
I get the point. So maybe it's quite distracting, but for me, at the moment, it's.
Also, something I heard from like reviews and stuff is that the arm length, that it's sometimes confusing or irritating when you can't adjust it, and you
yeah.
just see these too long or too short arms.
Definitely, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
it could look really weird, or like you're Mr. Fantastic or so. And
Yeah.
Can pick up, build, destroy buildings, and eat people, and do a bunch of silly god stuff. Can also make cities for people to leave you. Yeah, so maybe Tropico could have that god. I think.
I think dungeons might be a better
Oh yes,
fit.
oh yes, dungeons. Yeah, a good fit. Yes, I totally agree.
Then you could also finally play with 2 hands. I mean, now you only have one when you play. So Double the efficiency.
I will write our friends at Realmforge. There's an amazing game called Blade and Sorcery. You have arms, legs, chest. It adds a lot of immersion. Okay. Someone, I know it's also not a friend, but it's a person I like. It's the VR Buddy. He has a channel on YouTube and had a couple of conversations. And visited private streams of mine, and so we wrote. And he's doing a lot of modding as well. Or he is not creating that mods, but he is playing with that. With that mods, and I was surprised how many VR mods there are outside for games I didn't believe.
Do you have examples?
The game of the year from last year, Elden Ring.
What?
Elden Ring.
Ah, okay. Sorry. I thought there was a game that really had this name, so I was confused. Okay, but yeah, now we have Neuschwanstein.
We made it in time. You're awesome.
I think we are even faster than that.
Yeah, definitely. I'm very impressed now.
Where do
Really
we place it? I think this one is the greenest area.
Yeah, I think that's okay because of that cliffside and so on, and that ancient temple.
Let's make it slow. So yeah.
Oh. They used Neuschwanstein as the castle from the outside, not inside, from the outside, for a very old Snow White movie. Fucking cool. That's great. And this ancient temple.
It looks like it just belongs there, so...
So we have the Brandenburg Gate, we have Neuschwanstein. That was the goal, because today started the German sale on Steam, and yeah, we have Tropico 6 with all DLCs. Inside of that we have Dungeons 3 and Railway Empire 1 on with all the DLCs. Check that out on Steam if you the main game, or there is a DLC missing. Yes, it's getting more and more hot in here without the air condition. So thanks a lot for staying with us. It was a lot of fun, guys. Hope I will read you, see you in another stream. This was, yes, the stream dedicated for the German sale, Dungeons 3, Railway Empire 1 and Tropico 6 here. Yes, also Railway Empire 2 is out now on Nintendo Switch. Check that out if you are a Nintendo Switch user. Now we stop working.
Yes.
Having a little after work time, and then
we're going to the pool, so
the Calypso pool. Yes. Yes, see you soon, guys. Giovanni, Coronel, the Alchemist, Tolix, all that nice people. Thanks a lot. Until next time, goodbye.
bye.